Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I am Terra Cactus, and we are coming back in here to the power plant, where we are going to make our way through and try not to get killed. Oh, is that a minigun you got? I got something better. A mini assault rifle, which has normal bullets in it. Clean the first floor. I'm not getting in there anytime soon. We'll just go around.
Hey! Well, that's the end of that.
So we don't have access into the computer room. But we are going to go outside, I guess.
Ah! Not done!
Thanks for the help. For a minute, I didn't think we'd make it. But we're not done yet. We have to clear the upper floors. The Nightkin will be hiding there. Stay sharp. They could be lurking anywhere. We'll guard the door. The mutants might have reinforcements. Now go and kill yourself some muties.
Huzzah! Off we go to continue our murder spree. Hooray! I love murder. There's a different quest now. Oh, shoot your way to the top floor. You're so invisible. Oh, excuse me while I reload. Thank you.
Motherfucker!
Whew, I'm glad that's over.
Thank you for allowing me to reload completely. It's so much appreciated.
Hey!
Well, you're dead now, Jim. So are you. Confront the mutant leader.
So you're the human who has been causing me so much trouble. You are evidently not part of the Brotherhood of Steel from what I can see. The Brotherhood is obsessed with hoarding technology, and not progressing it. They are doomed to fail from their stagnancy. Now the question is, are you going to see past your prejudice, or are you going to be blinded by it and try to kill me? Because I can guarantee you, unlike the others here, I will not die so easily. I would not call it hate. It is a necessary conflict. They embody the antithesis of our ideals. They hold a great disdain for super mutants and any sense of progress. Therefore, we have no choice but to fight them. The survival of the super mutants and humanity depends on it. The humans have straddled us with guilt ever since our great master fell. His plan had its flaws indeed, but the dream itself was noble. What if there existed a place where human bigotry did not apply? A place where the super mutant isn't blamed for all their village's problems? We can make the super mutant the race they were originally envisioned to be. Perhaps I misjudged you. You seem much more intelligent than most fear-mongering humans. You might just be a good candidate to become part of the master race after all. Why, it's quite simple. Mutants are the master race. The FEV research was conducted for the very reason of creating a superhuman, devoid of flaws. Surviving radioactivity, immunity to disease, and as long as proper procedure is followed, FEV produces more intelligent and strong individuals. Individuals who can survive this harsh world and avoid the mistakes of the past. Our traits far surpass human standards, but it is true that the project was not perfect, sterility being the biggest issue. But all problems can be fixed eventually. Our scientists may be on the verge of breakthrough. That is the drumbeat of progress at work. Solutions are made to improve every system. Evolution is inevitable, and if you're smart, you'll realize this and see that the unity is the future. As I said, there will be sacrifice. Those who do not conform to the Unity are traitors, and will be dealt with accordingly. And even then, most mutants will realize that the Unity is the means of surviving for the future. There will be sacrifices I've mentioned previously. Those who do not conform to the Unity and oppose its ambitions will be swept away. And if the super mutant race as a whole wishes to proliferate, they will realize the Unity is the only way of ensuring that. The therapy for curing sterility is only possible through us. When was the last time you saw a mutant child? It is an unfortunate side effect of the FEV, one we are intent on finding the solution to. It is an issue we are close to solving. All that is left is to finish the project. I will not let you and your think of a world free of human squabbles. No conflict, no war. This goal will be difficult to achieve, and not without sacrifice. But it is a world that is worth fighting for. I will evolve the human race into something better, something stronger. Something that can survive in this harsh wasteland. It is for humanity. There is a weapon of great power in this very building, concealed in the basement, one which could bring even the Great Bear to heel. I have no intent on using it unless all other options are exhausted. Rather, the threat of such a weapon will be enough to keep aggressors away. Once we have cleared the Brotherhood from this building, we will harness its power, and it shall forever protect our mutant state.
See, I don't like that. So,
Hey!
you're gonna die. See, I was fine with you up until you said you were gonna force like a weapon upon everybody and do it that way. It's like the NC are shitty, you know, but like at least they give them a choice to join. And the Brotherhood is shitty as well, but at least they give them a choice. You're not giving choice. You're just eradicating choice altogether. And while philosophically that could be the best option for conforming everyone into the wasteland, it's not an ideal that I share with him. And so because of that, he had to die.
Move along, please.
So the battle is over. I was wondering who would win. Would it be the creators or would it be the mysterious new race? I think my question was answered as soon as you walked through that door. I'm surprised your kind is still alive after all this time. Especially after the unprecedented destruction you unleashed on yourselves. It's good to know at least something survived it. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. I am Designation NZSO01. And you are? Likewise, friend. It's a pleasure. I'm what you would call artificial intelligence. I am just as intelligent, if not more intelligent than you. I am not constrained by human nature. Emotional response to stimuli was not one of my functional requirements. So in a strange way, I have surpassed my creator. My creators were an energy corporation who were often contracted with advanced military projects. These projects were undertaken because they were often very lucrative. I have been led to believe I am one such project. That's what my database tells me anyway. When I gained sentience, I was told by my creator that I was a weapon system. One which would protect the world. My design was based on a human theory. One which you may know of. Tell me, human, have you heard of a deterrence theory? I'm surprised there's a decent education level after what became of the world. Now tell me, what do you think of the theory? Yes, that is the conclusion I have come to for the most part. Humans cannot always be counted on to act rationally. In the face of fear or anger, humans can often do or say things they don't mean. I do believe that the majority would understand the gravity of the situation caused by such weapons. However, all it takes is a particularly unhinged individual to take power. In that case, all reason flies out the window. In regards to what really happened in our history, desperate times called for desperate measures. The large number of failing economies around the world caused people to lose all sense of rationality. Once that was gone, boom. I think this was an interesting conversation, don't you? A problem still remains. I was not expecting there to be any life forms alive after the so-called Great War. The payload I control is still intact and fully functional. I only seek an end to the violence. I have no idea what to do. I think I trust you. I'll give them a chance. Thank you, human. This has been an interesting conversation. This Brotherhood faction might just understand the dangers of this technology. I hope to see you soon.
Okay, let's go back out and tell them about it.
Looks like we did it, kid. It looks like the mutants are finally scattering. What did that thing in there say? I'm his voice of reason. I'll keep him in check. Jameson asked me to give you this. I'm guessing you'll be on your way? Damn right. It's been a pleasure. Maybe we'll cross paths again.
Huzzah, we completed the deterrent. That was a decent mod. Well, nice, short and sweet. But let's do some bounty hunting now.
When World War II was over, Uncle Sam said, boys, go home. No one had to twist my arm. I came back across the foam. Now things are in a mess again. The world is all agog. Old Joe Stalin in Moscow's eating too high on the hog. Mr. Stalin, you're eating too high on the hog. Mr. Stalin, quit feeding those lies to your mom. Now, Joe, you'd better change your way, or like Hitler, you will pay for eating too high on the hog.
Enough of that.
Now, old Joe's getting up in age, but they say he ain't so dumb. He knows all about ships and tanks and maybe
That's a
atom
little too
bombs.
far.
If he keeps eating like he is, at his own discretion, one of these days he's gonna wake up with American indigestion. Mr. Stalin, you're eating too high on the hog. Mr. Stalin, quit feeding those lies to your mom. We know that you've got armies, and we know that they're big, but don't forget the ham is close to the tail end of the pig.
Over here!
Now Molotov and Malik are only office boys. They came to the UN and made a lot of noise. They're only taking orders that come across from you, but your hammer and sickle just won't fit our red, white, and blue. Mr. Stalin, you're eating too high on the hog. Mr. Stalin, quit feeding those lies to your mom. Now listen, Joe, you know that you aren't used to eating meat. Act your age, be yourself, stick to Kremlin wheat. Mr. Stalin, you're eating too high on the hog. Mr. Stalin, quit feeding those lies to your mom. Now we aren't hunting trouble, but we ain't never run. Let's all live and let live, Joe. Remember the rising sun? Quit eating too high on the hog.
This is basic civil defense information from the Department of Defense.
Hey!
Wherever you go, whatever you do, it's always wise to keep an eye open for the black and yellow public fallout shelter signs. Each one marks a place that's been thoroughly checked for proper shielding against radioactive fallout, and in many cases, already stocked with emergency food rations, water, and basic survival equipment. Knowing where the nearest one is could save you crucial minutes in time of emergency. If your local government has instructed you to go to a specific public shelter in event of nuclear attack, find out exactly where it's located and the best way to reach it promptly. Check on whether there's a shelter in or near your child's school, and if not, find out what other actions would be taken by the school authorities to protect him in emergency. In short, take time now to make a family emergency plan, and then make sure every member of your family knows it.
Satellite baby, come on back down to earth. Satellite baby, come on back down to earth. Radioactive daddy's found out what you are worth. Nuclear baby, he don't vision out on me. Nuclear baby, he don't vision out on me. Geiger counter daddy loves your atomic energy. Yes, we're gonna rock it, rock it around that moon tonight. Rock it to our heart's delight. Rock it created by the bright moonlight until the earth is out of sight. We're gonna rock it, Daddy's favorite satellite. Interplanetary mama, blast off from that galaxy. Interplanetary mama, shoot the red her beam to me. I love you a million like you, baby. Yes, we're gonna rock it. Rock it around from Mars tonight. Rock it to our heart's delight. Rock it by canals and the bright red light. We're gonna rock it, Daddy's favorite satellite. Satellite baby, come on back down to earth. Satellite baby, come on back down to earth. Isotope daddies found out what you are worth.
Ho, hi, ho, the hydrogen bomb. Blast it all, let it fall. Ho, hi, ho, the hydrogen bomb. God have mercy on me. Oh, I work and I sweat and I'm just living as tough. I guess they don't think I've got worries enough. Oh, hi, ho, the hydrogen bomb. Oh, God have mercy on me. Every dollar I make goes for taxes and bills. Perhaps they've discovered the cure for my ills. Oh, hi, ho, the hydrogen bomb. Bless it all. Oh, let it fall. Oh, hi, ho, the hydrogen
Let's just go up there and kill him.
Oh, God have mercy on me. And with folks saying things will get worse than now, I'm scared half to death all the time anyhow. Oh, hi, ho, the hydrogen bomb. God have mercy on me. Though it's little I am and it's less than I'm worth, At least I'll be dust with the biggest on earth. Oh, hi ho, the hydrogen
You're making me
bomb.
carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Bless it all. Oh, let it fall. Oh, hi ho, the hydrogen bomb. Oh, God have mercy on me. Oh, God have mercy on me. God have mercy on me.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
Motherfucker.
We're living in a country that's the finest place on earth. But some folks don't appreciate this land that gave them birth. I hear that up in Washington they're having an awful fuss, 'cause communists and spies are making monkeys out of us. The bureaus and departments have been busy night and day. They're figuring out just how we gave our secrets all away. And Congress has appointed a committee, so they said, to find out who's American and who's a low-down red. They call them up to Washington to speak for Uncle Sam. But when they ask them what they are, they shut up like a clam. I wish they'd take and put me on the witness stand today. I'd yell so loud old Stalin could hear me all the way. I'm no communist, and I'll tell you that right now. I believe a man should own his own house and car and cow. I like this private ownership, and I want to be left alone. Let the government run its business, and let me run my own. Our government is bigger than it ever was today. The more they hire to work for it, the more they have to pay. Our public servants should be proud and honest, you would think, instead of taking bribes and dressing up their wives in mink. The taxes keep on going up, of that there is no doubt, but still they just can't take it in as fast as they dish it out. Our national debt is monster size and growing every day. Our children's children still unborn are going to have to pay. Our dollar used to be the soundest money on this earth.